New at 6, they are the people who put their lives at risk to protect ours, but often their cries for help go unanswered. WAY 31's news anchor Bill Young takes an in-depth look at PTSD and first responders. They're finding support both locally and nationally.
Whenever a police officer, an EMT, or a firefighter leaves the station, like the one behind me, they never know what awaits them on the call, what they'll see, what kind of trauma they could experience, and what kind of downward spiral it could ultimately cause.
We don't think about the trauma of their day-to-day work and what they put themselves out there to do every day, what they experience when they go to work every day.
Gina Thompson is the clinical coordinator for a first responders program at Bradford Health Services in Warrior, north of Birmingham. The inpatient facility has a program specifically for first responders as they cope with substance abuse and PTSD. Dr. Eric Hedberg works with the first responders as they seek help.
And often it's the children that get hurt that are most disturbing to the first responders.
That is exactly what triggered issues with Robert Arrieta, a 17-year veteran firefighter and paramedic in Albuquerque. It took just one call to alter his life.
Basically 8 years ago, I had a little girl that drowned that was the same age and size as my son at the time. And up to that point in my career, I had seen a lot of death and some pretty horrible things, but for some reason, that particular call really got to me.
Studies show many first responders faced with the same situation turn to drugs or alcohol to escape. Arrieta began that slide down the slippery slope.
I didn't realize that I was drinking more. I thought I was having fun with my friends, situations like that, but as it progresses, you kind of start realizing sometimes you're doing it to numb certain thoughts or try to forget things, and it doesn't work out that way.
Instead, he began to find other outlets, first with the addition of tattoos.
I didn't have any tattoos when I started this career, and as I progressed in it, it began to tell my story. And so for me, it's very personal. The little girl that drowned, I have a rose tattoo in memory of her.
He also began Skulls for Hope. It's an online organization for first responders looking for an outlet or source for information. He also sells these bracelets with a small skull.
For me, it represented the impermanence of life, that everything that lives dies, and we have to live it every day to its fullest.
For Thompson, it is simply about awareness, letting people know these folks we see every day may need our help the most.
Of all the people in our world who need help, of course it's the people who are saving lives, right? So we need to help save their lives.
The program at Bradford Health Services specifically deals with PTSD and first responders who are also battling addiction. However, for those without substance abuse issues, they'll still work with you to find a licensed expert to help deal with your trauma. In Huntsville, Bill Young, WAY 31 News.